Hello everyone. You are watching a short segment of Countdown from November 16, 2023. Today is Thursday. Watch all of our videos on Patreon. I'll talk about the themes of the postscript a little later, but now about the main thing. Late Putin's Russia continues to rapidly wrap itself in duct tape. Moreover, both from the inside and from the outside, the European Union is preparing another package of sanctions against the Russian Federation, in which it proposes to ban the export to Russia of machine parts that the Russian Federation uses to produce weapons. The new package also includes a ban on the export of diamonds and measures to strengthen control over compliance with the upper limit on Russian oil prices. The EU is also proposing to ban Russians from holding positions in European companies that provide wallets, accounts and custody services for crypto assets. The main goal of the new package of sanctions is to prevent the Kremlin from circumventing EU sanctions and fueling its military machine, as well as to reduce the sources of income of the Russian Federation. Until now, Kremlin scammers have come up with cunning schemes, thanks to which Putinomics stayed afloat, simulating invulnerability. No one will do anything to us, and we don't care about restrictions, because we are professional schematics. We'll find a loophole where you didn't expect it. The number of schemes is not infinite, the West opens them and nullifies them, but it takes some time, which suits the boys quite well. But they will be powerless if they find themselves in total isolation. For example, Finland decided to close all border points on the border with Russia on November 16. The government explained the introduction of such a measure by ensuring national security. And what can the Kremlin do in response? Close the border on your side. The Czech Republic has frozen all state assets of the Russian Federation on its territory without exception. This was announced by the head of the Czech Foreign Ministry Jan Lipavsky. At my proposal, the government approved the freezing of Russian state assets in the Czech Republic. This ends the commercial activity that Russia uses to finance the murders of Ukrainians, Lipavsky wrote on his page on the social network X. This decision applies only to the state assets of the aggressor. Private property and financial savings of Russians will be blocked only if they are included in the sanctions lists. It also became known that Russia was expelled from the UNESCO Executive Council. President of Ukraine Zelensky commented on this event as follows: "The era of Russian influence is over, and that's true. Russian terrorists have no place at the head of significant international organizations." End of quote. Become our patrons right now and look further in this program. Preliminary results of the meeting between Biden and Xi Jinping. The tension was relieved, but not completely. Comrade Xi still remains a dictator, and when Biden talks about this, he is very offended. The Russians have accumulated 800 missiles in Crimea alone to attack Ukrainian energy facilities in the winter. The idea of freezing the enemy is truly obsessive both among the Rashists and the Putlo commander. Iran is ready to wave Islamist flags and shout from all the minarets, but it will not fight on the side of Hamas. This is what Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei told Hamas leader Haniyeh about. Watch in the program, Postscript. The dead meat crawls towards the stumps. Cave thinkers do not bet on the winner, with whom everything is clear, but on spoilers, who help simulate competition. And the one who arrives at the finish line second will definitely not be Zhirinovsky. He is already at Novodevichy, and won't set foot beyond the fence. The Public Opinion Foundation measured the nuclear sentiments of the deep electorate. The system tests options, including the most extreme, from a smooth transfer of power to nuclear suicide. By the way, the name of the successor is already heard on the sidelines of the Kremlin and Lubyanka. And we will voice it on Friday live. And that is all. View all of our programs on the Patreon resource. And thanks to everyone who is becoming our patrons right now. Hugged everyone. See you on Friday live. Glory to Ukraine.